I was never supposed to approve your vacation. What do I do from here? Months ago I put in a vacation request for the week of Christmas to visit my extended family in New York. It was approved by my boss on October 2nd, and then my mom started making plans, booking hotels, letting our extended family know so they could plan, etc. Today my boss calls me stammering about how he wasn't supposed to approve my vacation request. He didn't know what he was thinking, etc. I told him we already made plans, and he said he's going to discuss it with the higher-ups further tomorrow. He mentioned maybe having HR in the call when we inevitably have to talk about it further, so that's going to be something to look forward to. I know this is a pain in the ass for him and the company because everyone else has had Christmas week vacations denied, and then me getting an exception would no doubt be unfair and cause a stink. But that's the farthest my sympathy goes. We already made the plans. I haven't seen my grandpa since COVID hit. He's old. I didn't apologize or try to compromise. I flat out told him that, oh well, we already made plans. But I'm really bad at confrontation. Help me prepare for what they might try to do? I actually really like this job. Full-time work from home. So I don't want to get on anyone's bad side. Even though I know it's not my problem, I still don't want to give people a reason to hate me. I also know my boss isn't my friend in this scenario, but it did sound like he was being genuine when he said he was discussing this with the higher-ups and that he'd talk about it with them tomorrow. Like when I mentioned it was visiting Grandpa in NYC, he didn't sound dismissive or anything. It sounded like he knew he was in the wrong, but again, I am not letting my guard down. I've forwarded the vacation approval emails to my personal email. I don't know what else to do in preparation. Any advice? I'm so bad at confrontation, I feel like I'm probably going to cry if we all get into a formal meeting thing. LMAO, help. I'd say I understand you need to discuss with higher-ups regarding your plans to cover for me during my approved vacation. I don't know that I could add much to a call with HR on how you will cover for me. If you need me to allocate some time next week to train people to cover for me, let me know. It's approved. You are going. This is not your problem. Think about this way. If you told them back in October, I'm going to have this project done by December 15th, go ahead and tell the clients and put it into the revenue projections. Then the week before you say, oh, I never should have committed to that December 15th date. We will need to adjust everything. What do you think the reaction would be? If the boss made a mistake, he's going to have to own it. Either through coverage or, I suppose, by making you some outrageous offer like, we really effed up. We will pay for all your expenses and give you an extra week vacation in writing that cannot be canceled by the company for any reason. In writing. That won't happen. The answer is I will not be here. My commitments are made based on our agreement. I will see you when I get back. The less you talk, the better. Do not engage in discussion. Write down a few phrases as we've given here, and repeat them. My leave was approved and I will be absent on these days. Repeat it like a broken record. There is nothing to discuss. Every question they ask gets the same answer. My leave was approved in October and I will not be present on these days. Do not argue. Do not apologize. Do not explain. Be the boring gray rock who repeats the same answer. My leave was approved and I will not be present these days. Let them sputter. Let them rant. Breathe deeply and repeat the phrase. This is not your problem to solve and there is nothing to discuss. If they try to bully you or imply you will not have a job, repeat it again. My leave was approved in writing and I will not be present these days. Deal with any fallout when you get back. Keep records of the approved leave in a safe place. For now, enjoy your trip. Edited to fix typos. Honestly, my only thing can suggest is to not give in. It's not your problem that he approved it. You already made plans and you will be going out of town, so there is no way you can compromise. Stand firm and don't give in. It is not your job to make sure your boss pays attention. Do not give in. They're going to gaslight you and manipulate you into believing spending time with family is bad. For business, block it out and hold firm on your plans. You could try taking the moral high ground. I'm the sort of person who values follow-through on commitments. I made a commitment to my family that I would be taking this trip. Likewise, you made a commitment to me that this time available for my vacation. I don't want to get into a situation where commitments are made with no regard to fulfilling them. And I'm sure you don't want that either. Then before they can start arguing anything about that, throw in something like, "We've still got more than a full week until my vacation starts. I suggest we use this time to talk about what I can do between now and then to help the rest of the department prepare for my temporary absence." Don't expand. Repeat the same line over and over. Plans have been made. This was approved X weeks ago. 1. He approved it. You have no insight into their process. You took it on good faith he knew what he was doing. As a result. 2. You booked non-refundable tickets and made unchangeable plans. You cannot cancel them without compensation. 3. That's it. He messed up, he should fix it. Is this a union position? If so, don't go into any meetings without a union steward present. If they try to terminate you for missing work when it was already approved, that would be a pretty easily filed grievance that would probably get you reinstated with back pay. Again, if you're in a union. If not, it's much trickier. But I would still put my foot down and simply say, "My vacation time was approved and I will not be here that week." That's all you need to say. Verbatim. "My vacation was approved and I will not be here that week." But he wasn't supposed. "My vacation was approved and I will not be here that week." If you're not here, "My vacation was approved and I will not be here that week." Your boss wrote a check with his ass, he can't. No, not it. Your boss's ass wrote a check. Wait, doesn't sound right. Your ass of a boss wrote a check his company can't cash. Don't consider it a confrontation. Be polite, be understanding, but go on your vacation. Don't apologize. Empathize, but don't apologize. Just keep repeating, "I understand, but my family has spent non-refundable money based on the approval. If they fire, you collect unemployment." Nope. They approved it. You made plans. End of story. Manager can take the fall since it's their fault. Sorry for everyone else, but not your problem. None of them would sacrifice their PTO for you. Manager certainly wouldn't. That your boss's incompetence showing. Go on your vacation. Remember, "No" is a complete sentence. There is no need to candy coat it by "sorry, I can't," or any iteration. Same answer for any of the following. Can you cancel? Can you reschedule? Can you come in? The softening of the response gives them hope of changing your mind. A stonewall no stops that effect. Respectfully, it's not my mistake nor is it my problem. I followed procedure and my time was approved. I'll leave this call now so you and HR can chat so they can decide your punishment for your mistake. Bossman. Click. You want to avoid confrontation with your work, but you're happy to have confrontation with your family? That's backwards. Care for the people that care for you. They will try to guilt you with the extra work your coworkers will have to do. The thing is, lack of coverage is not your problem, that's a management per hour problem. Also, don't agree to be on call while on vacation. Even if you normally work from home, you are on vacation. If it's an emergency, you want all hours worked paid in full with an additional floating holiday time. Don't answer the phone, go on vacation. I always remember this quote. Your work'll forget you were ever there. Your family will never forget that you weren't there. Your direct boss is in trouble. You are not in trouble. Do not lose sight of that during the meeting. I followed procedure and my leave was approved. I will be absent, dates of leave, and will be available to work when I return. It's the manager's responsibility to cover the time. Respectfully decline the call with HR. If you absolutely have to be in the conversation, ask what procedure specifically wasn't followed. Don't let them back you into a corner. Why can't you work from home at your parents' place? Edit. Or from the hotel or wherever the family is congregating. My advice would be to go over company policy beforehand. If you're in a union, ask to bring the union rep. Whatever you do, don't give in. Whatever they offer, insist on taking the vacation as planned. My only concession would be to admit to other workers that boss made a mistake.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.